Yo, what is up everybody? This is your boy, the Endercat YT, back with another video for you guys, and shout out to MD Animates, or Sonic the YouTuber 15, for recommending this video, by the way, which he recommended a long time ago, but a lot of things in life really have gotten in the way from me making like major videos like this that take a long time. So I am sorry that y'all haven't really gotten that for a good amount of months, or I guess a good amount of time. But I'm here now, and I'm here to address this topic for my subscribers, and I'm sorry. I hope that I can get these videos out faster. But as I said, guys, life gets in the way of shit, and it's just hard to keep up when like you have to keep up with like school and personal responsibilities that need to be taken care of and stuff like that. So with that being said though, I'm back now, and we're almost at 900 subscribers. We haven't passed 900 subscribers, but that's probably on me. So I'm gonna do better this March, okay? I'm gonna do better in March, okay? But with that being said, welcome to my video on who's the best Sonic voice actor. Now, if you're a branded character like Sonic the Hedgehog, you're gonna get a lot of voice roles, or at least expected to. Because we're talking about over 30 years worth of games and its stories, and the cartoons, and the movies, and many spin-offs along the lines. And as a hedgehog with many voices, which voice actor would I declare as the voice for Sonic? Starting off with the first voice actor, or at least I think, Jaleel White. So for the first attempt of Sonic's voice, Steve Urkel's nerdy ass had to think of what would be the best attempt for a character like Sonic the Hedgehog, let alone an animated series. Answer: he needed to be cool. And back then, I guess he didn't really want people thinking too much into Sonic's race, I believe. For instance, take a listen to characters like Darwin from The Amazing World of Gumball. While the voice actor does have that clear black ethnicity in their voice, but the direction for the character in the voice was that he was a mostly innocent fish that was Darwin's best friend. But then if you take a look at voice directions like Puss from Puss in Boots or Shrek, that character has a Latino ethnicity into his voice, which also builds to his character. And that's the difference between actors that show their ethnicity into certain actors versus actors that are actually trying to voice a fictional character, you know what I mean? And that was the deal with Jaleel White's voice with Sonic. He was cool, he could really move, he was a blue dude with an attitude, and gave Sonic the personality of talking back and being cocky, and then having the endurance and power to back it all up.
You ready, Rotor?
Ready!
Hey, Sam, don't you call me a fool, cause baby, you know that I'm way past cool. Way past cool!
Now, for a character like Sonic, this actually fits because Sonic as a character takes pride in his speed and what he can do with it to save others. However, the flaws in the voice compared to the others are Sonic is a little too cocky. One could argue that that is in Sonic's nature to be this amount of level of cocky and arrogant to others and whatnot, but Sonic is more of a show don't tell kind of cool, you know what I mean? He's not the person to say, man, I'm fast, I'm really fast. He's the person to talk down to his enemies and then taunt on him later after he's done with the fight. As for the coolness itself, it kind of tries a little too hard, which is what he portrays in his last performance that was official, which was Sonic Underground, which is still cocky but has more of a joking kind of sense. But it's like everything that Saturday M Sonic was, but I guess just a little toned down and to a relatable stance. This TikTok kind of says it all for me.
Sonic, your destiny awaits.
Yeah, tell it to wait outside. I'm too tired to care. Actually, you're looking pretty spiffy. So true.
Any more questions?
Yeah. Were you born this ugly or did you have to work at it?
Now next up we have the legendary Ryan Drummond, who was the first Sonic games voice actor and the voice of 3D Dreamcast Sonic. And no, he's not the brain rot Sonic. Please stop. See, this is what a lot of OG fans would define the voice of Sonic is like. And not gonna lie, I can see it. Now, instead of being cocky and trying too hard to be cool like Jaleel White was trying to be, Ryan Drummond visualized a character that was more exploring, humble, and ready for adventure. Laugh. But yeah, Sonic has the more uplifting approach rather than just shitting on literally everyone. Which isn't a bad. I'm not bashing Jaleel White, by the way. I'm just saying. But I think I speak for everyone when Ryan Drummond defined the Sonic that we all know and love as OG fans. Or in this case, Sonic Hardcore, which is what I'm going to call it, because this is a version of Sonic that hardcore fans can appreciate rather than the modern version of Sonic and shit like that.
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better. I found you. Faker, sounds like an invitation to party. Ha, think I'd miss this? Time to crack that Eggman wide open. Yeah, let's party.
Now, one thing that he is missing is the range in his voice. Sonic just feels more one-noted rather than multi-expressional, if you will. Now, before y'all go ahead and attack me in the comments, just hear me out for a second, alright? See, when I think of Ryan Drummond Sonic, I think of All Might from My Hero Academia. All Might always sounds like he's giving out a speech to somebody, or he's 24/7 putting on an act and shit like that. I mean, sure, Ryan Drummond does know how to make an emotional scene with his interpretation of Sonic the Hedgehog, but compared to the other voice actors in the franchise, we never really see that much emotion, such as anger, or sadness, or regret. And don't get me wrong, Sonic's not really an emotional guy, but when it really comes down to it though, Ryan's flaw is that his Sonic is lacking a little bit of emotion. I'll say that. So it's a nice pitch for a video game character and whatnot, but all I'm saying when it really comes down to like when Sonic goes all out or when Sonic feels certain other emotions, I guess his voice isn't really as fluid as other Sonic roles are. It pitches a good idea, it just doesn't do a complete execution. There just needs to be a balance. Speaking of which, moving on to a fan favorite, Jason Griffith. Now, Jason Griffith has made a name for himself in the Sonic community as one of the best Sonic voice actors up to date. And for good reason too. He's the burning candle of the OG Sonic, from the snarky remarks and then keeping the same freedom that Ryan Drummond's Sonic character had, only now with actual existing emotion this time. And his voice was just so cool without even trying to be. With Ryan Drummond, it just felt like he just had to be excited over every fucking thing, man. Jason is that, but with so much edge and angst, and his range is so powerful. We finally have a Sonic that's not only cool and upbeat, but also someone that can express a lot more emotions. So whenever shit's actually going down, it's actually impactful. And for a long time, even though I grew up with Lost World, I played Unleashed and heard Jason's voice for the first time, and I instantly fell in love, but I instantly did fall in love with the voice. Just take a listen.
Wow, that's a pretty snazzy performance there. Well, this is new. Showing remorse, Eggman? If you played nice, I wouldn't have to break all your toys.
You mean take out King Arthur? What about the immortal thing?
I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog! Chaos Control!
Yeah, I'll go get it. Be back in a flash.
This Sonic was so cool every time that he spoke or did something in this era. It's honestly crazy how hated he was back in the early 2000s, back when he was Sonic. And then lo and behold, we have fans, as usual, switching up now, saying that he's one of the best Sonic voice actors and shit. But not to bash Ryan Drummond or anything, and I really do like the voice for Sonic of Ryan Drummond and stuff. But like, when it came down to who was the better voice of Sonic, I never saw how Ryan was better than Jason in any single way. Jason has more oomph, he has more edge, he has more impact, if you will. Way more than Ryan ever did. Ryan could be cheerful and loud and shit like that, but like Jason could just be more than what Ryan has ever done in his career as Sonic. Like if you heard from the clips, in my opinion, Jason made Sonic look cool in every single way. As for Ryan Drummond, when I hear this, I'm thinking, oh yep, that's definitely a 90s mascot. That most definitely. But overall, Jason as a voice actor for Sonic the Hedgehog just truly fits the character in almost every single way. He knows when to be cocky, he knows when to be emotional, he knows when to be cool, he knows when to not be cool, he knows when to be embarrassed. He's just so fluid. But anyways, yeah, that's enough of me just glazing Jason Griffith. Y'all know me though, I'll be getting my thoughts out and stuff. Next up is the longest running Sonic voice actor and the modern voice actor as of today for the games. We got your boy Roger Craig Smith. Now, while I do understand why people don't necessarily like what Roger does for the voice of Sonic or for the character Sonic, compared to everybody else, Roger doesn't even just do a decent job, he does an outstanding job. And I'm really tired of just acting like, oh, well, he doesn't do that much of a good job as everybody else. No, I'm sorry. He does a great job. He does a fantastic job as the voice of Sonic. He may not be as cool as Jason Griffith was. His attitudes may have changed from the Adventure era, and he's definitely not as egomaniac or as cocky as he was in The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog or Jaleel White's approach for Sonic. But just like Jason Griffith, he has the range and he has the potential. And there are times that in the games, his deliverance as Sonic was phenomenal. And sure, there are times when he was supposed to be goofy in Sonic Lost World or Sonic Colors. But then there's Free Riders, Sonic Forces, yes I said Sonic Forces, be quiet. Sonic Frontiers and Sonic X Shadow Generations have proved his potential multiple times. And you might be saying, oh well, you're just biased and you just like Roger a little too much, Blue Gang. Keep in mind that as a voice actor, Roger Craig Smith's range is so vast, and each character that he's voiced over or at least tried to make cameos with his voice for, 9.9999 times out of 10, he never misses. And y'all can bring up Colors or Lost World, but let's just keep something in mind, y'all. The difference between having a bad voice actor and a bad dialogue is the fact that the dialogue controls everything that the voice actor has to say for this type of character. So if y'all want to go ahead and say that Roger Craig Smith's interpretation of Sonic isn't the right one, that's the dialogue, gang. That's the dialogue. And the fact that Sonic felt too goofy in Sonic Colors and Sonic Lost World proves that it was the writer's fault for the games rather than the voice actor in question. If it was really the voice actor's fault, then he wouldn't really be trying. The emotion wouldn't be put into the character, and the energy that they convey for the story, if perceived accurately, then they've done their job. And of course, yeah, okay, he's a voice actor, he's gonna go ahead and do his job. Not saying that, he's just doing his job, guys. No, like, the reason why Sonic sounds so goofy in Sonic Lost World and Sonic Colors versus other games is the fact that that's his script. So let's see if we give him a good script.
Hey, this is a serious competition, Amy. Hey, Tails, Knuckles, back me up on this, would ya?
Easy there, everything's cool.
Are you here to rescue me? Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've seen a friendly face. Hey guys, what's going on? You having a party or something? I dream, giant enemy crab. Why am I not wait, is that a mustache? You see guys, I told you I'd find the exit. No problem. Locked us in? I was saving you.
Guess there's a surprise fourth Titan after all. In the vision I saw, you lost to the enemy when you sealed it in your Titan. How are you here?
Time to scramble some Eggman, supersonic style!
Time out! She attacked you!
Yeah, it's kind of her thing, but she's trying to protect something, or someone. I'm willing to help, but first I need to know what's going on.
Aw, you guys. I'm in a class all my own. Time to put up or shut up, Infinite.
So as you can see, these are some clips that are good representations of how Roger Craig Smith portrays Sonic. his voice has a, what's the word? An experienced approach, if you will. And don't get me wrong, Sonic is still talking trash and still being cocky and all that stuff, but like, compared to Jason Griffith, and yes, I'm going to bring him up only because they both have the range, but one of them has that coolness approach, one of them has that, oh yeah, you're about to get fucked up, versus the modern one, Roger Craig Smith. He talks like he knows that he's going to win this battle. He talks like he's had that song and dance for at least 30 years. Roger Craig Smith's voice on Sonic may not be as cool or at least as memorable in comparison, but the voice definitely fits for a modern interpretation of Sonic the Hedgehog. And people have been saying this for years. Roger's voice sounds like this is a matured Sonic that has gotten older and shit. As for the coolness though, I'm not saying that Roger Craig Smith isn't cool in general. I'm just saying that like there's potential, but he'll never be as cool as Jason Griffith was, or hell, even Jaleel White or Ryan Drummond. Alright, so here's an interesting one, y'all. Our next Sonic voice actor is none other than Ben Schwartz, which apparently has a whole obsession with just voicing blue characters for some reason. I'm all for it, but I'm just saying that's a pattern that we all notice at this point. He's voiced Leonardo, Dewey Duck, Skidmark. But yeah, it's not just blue characters, honestly. I do find that as like a funny common theme that he does when like voicing over cartoons and stuff. But when he voices over anything, you can definitely tell that it's Ben Schwartz. Like, just take a listen.
This is Dewey High. I'm the most wholesome boy in school. I'm a talented jock. Everyone thinks it's cool. Over this, none of those things are real. I believe you mean our stupid prophecy. You never have anything. I made up the prophecy. I made the prophecy come true. I even snuck into Slimvit's bedroom. Oh, then allow me to make your wish come true. Ninja out.
Oh, hello, chums. I'd like to run while remaining in a stationary location. Is that cool beans?
Yes, Ben Schwartz is one of those actors that if you hear them or if you see them with a whole bunch of makeup or like a whole different character or they edge their voice a little bit, that's just, like you can easily tell who that is. And I mean easily. Also, he kind of just does the voice for everybody that he plays, you know what I mean? Like, I have no hate towards Ben Schwartz, but I'm just saying though, unless this is the first voice actor that you heard for Sonic the Hedgehog, it's probably not going to be the most ideal voice of Sonic the Hedgehog that you'll hear. Not saying that he's bad at what he does by any means necessary. I'm just saying though is that like someone like Ben Schwartz, you give me a clip of Ben Schwartz Sonic, then you'd have to give me some lines or something that I probably recognize. Cause other than that, it just sounds like the same voice that he's been doing for all these types of characters. Like just listen.
Okay, Secret Temple. Let's see what you've got. Hey, dangerously weaving through traffic is my thing.
That doesn't sound good.
No, thinking is bad. Get rid of it.
I'm trying.
Throw it out the window. Throw it anywhere.
I can't get it all.
Everyone calls me Tails. You're probably wondering why.
Let me guess. Because of the extra tail?
That's right. I should have known you'd get that.
Cool. Yes! I did it! Lost? How is that even possible? I do not lose. But I have to say, Knuckles is in incredible shape. Do you think he's more cardio or weight focused? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He looks fantastic. Loud American coming through. Excuse me, pardon me. Hello, Governor. We put Hogwarts. Hear ye, hear ye. Sonic the Hedgehog wants a cup of tea. I would, but somebody tied my legs together. Good morning. What is that?
I rest my case. Now, I will say though that this is probably like one of Ben Schwartz's best performances, or at least in my opinion, especially with how much emotion was shown within each movie, and the fact that he still tried to make Sonic sound cool by using the same old voice. Just not my Sonic. Anyways, our final voice actor for the video, Devin Mack. Let me just say that his voice acting skills are phenomenal. No matter who we're talking about, they all do wonders. He can make his voice sound evil, he can make his voice sound cool, he can make his voice sound grumpy or professional. I mean, not to glaze or anything, but Devin Mack as a voice actor is quite a professional. But how does he compare against the whole voice acting roster? A pretty high bar if I do say so myself. Like, Devin Mack, when he heard that he was the voice of Sonic, I bet he was like, oh, I gotta go all out. I gotta go all out. Because his voice sounds like something that you would hear Sonic say on a regular basis. And sure, the dialogue that they gave him for the character is a little outdated. But just listen to a few lines real quick and then tell me.
Hey guys, I made it!
You're right!
Eggman! Don't. I wasn't going to touch it. I was just pointing at it to tell you not to touch it. Wait, maybe I can reason with him.
Reason with him?
Just let me try. If that doesn't work,
Then he's mine.
no. He's ours. Pardon me, what do you call this place? Are you ignoring me? You're ignoring me. Why are you ignoring me? Why is everyone ignoring me? Doesn't make sense. You are Tails, but you're not. Here, but gone? Unless... Shadow, you're you! The real you! Oh, Tails, what happened? You want to sit on the sidelines and watch your world get trashed? Be my guest. Me? I'm off to help Thorn.
And before I speak any further, let me just get your boy Chaos Sonic and Sonic out of the way.
Is that a knockoff me? Knockoff? Oh, that stings! From the top of my titanium reinforced head to my industrial grade tuchus. The name is Chaos Sonic, like regular Sonic, but with twice the charm and none of the failure. Wow, looking at you is like looking in a mirror. Only I'm all sad and pathetic. I can't take it. You're just so tragic and smelly. Here, let me help. Hey, you want to be the new me? I am the new you. Well, how about a race? Oh, I love a race. See if you can keep up with the original. Patient, you'll never beat me. You're too slow. Quit your yapping and come get me.
So I guess what I can say about this Sonic Prime voice actor is that he's trying to be more characteristic and more expressive compared to the other voice actors on here. A little bit like the Jaleel White approach, but also a little serious like the Roger Craig Smith approach. He knows when to joke around and he knows when to take things seriously when needed. And sure, okay, this Sonic may be a little more immature than most of the Sonics that we met along the way. His role is kind of like a Sonic that kind of knows right from wrong in a strong sense. A little similar to when Sad AM had Sonic the Hedgehog in a Freedom Fighter era. And he definitely does make Sonic sound cool. Maybe not as cool as how Jason or Roger would make him cooler, or, well, I mean, yeah, just Roger or Jason, but honestly, bro, I put this up to a high tier. Not gonna say the highest tier, but like, I low-key fuck with it. And now, for the question that y'all have all been waiting for, who do I deem is the best Sonic voice actor from over 30 years of the Sonic series is running? I mean, we went through quite a lot of people, pause, but we went through quite a lot of voice actors. Now, I'm not gonna go ahead and rank them, as I probably should, but this video is already taken up too long. But I did have to go ahead and just do a lot of research for these voice roles and stuff, and what I would deem as the best Sonic voice actor. I'll probably do a ranking video beforehand, but honestly, I just gotta go ahead and say it real quick. Jason Griffith is the best Sonic voice actor, hands down. Yeah, y'all probably would have saw this coming, but like, just listen to me real quick. Jason Griffith has that aura when it comes to Sonic, bro. He has that emotion when it comes to Sonic. He has that motion when it comes to Sonic. Like, I could just glaze this nigga all day. Pause. But when it comes to the best Sonic voice actor out of the entire cast, bro, it has to go down to Jason Griffith. Like, a lot of these are really good contenders, even Roger Craig Smith, especially Roger Craig Smith, because that man is underrated. But like, when it comes to Jason Griffith, he's on a whole nother level. He has the best lines in the series. He has the best moments in the series. He's just goated. He's just goated, bro. Anyways, that's it, y'all. This video is longer as it already is. I really hope I can pump this video out soon enough. But other than that, y'all, thank y'all for watching and have a good one. That's all. See ya.